Hello and welcome to Drewster Gamer FC. This is episode 4 of the level 22 Premier League. So we are back with Royal Oak and we have got 15 days until the next game. So in today's episode we'll be having a little sneaky peek on the results, and then we will be talking about the teams that we are going to be playing today. So going back over the results. So we've had 3-3 draw against Great Yarmouth. Under 18s, Great Yarmouth Town. And then we won 3 games on the bounce. Having a 3-2 win against AFC Oulton Reserves, and then a 3-1 win against AFC United, and then we kept our first clean sheet of the season against Hawthorn United Reserves, which was really good because it was also a home game. So that's very, very good to keep a clean sheet at home. So we got our first positive, really good result. Our first win at home as well at Normanstown Park, and we just kept winning ever since for the rest of September. And now we're heading into October, and we're going to be playing Pakefield Dynamos. Then we'll be playing United, and then we'll be playing AFC United. So let's take a quick sneaky peek at Pakefield Dynamo's results, and they are currently sitting 9th in the table out of 10 teams. So their results have been as followed. They've had a 3-2 loss to Bohemians Reserves. Then they had a 3-2 loss to United, and then their best result so far is an Oulton United game was a 3-3 draw, which I didn't actually mean to click on. So back to who else we're playing. We're playing United, and United are sat in 8th. So it looks like United have won a game, but who did they beat? So, United results so far. They still have a game to play in September, and that's against Oulton United. So they lost 2-1 to Hawthorn United Reserves, and then they won 3-2 against Pakefield Dynamos, and then they lost 3-2 to Bohemian Reserves. So it looks like they're struggling against the reserve teams, but are doing well against the main teams. So I have a feeling, as they've done well against the main team, winning 3-2, I think they could get a draw here. And I'm going to go with a 2... No, actually, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. And then in October, they got Beaconsfield Town under 18s before they play Royal Oak. Let's go back to the first team that I talked about, was Pakefield Dynamos. And I didn't quite show you the result, the games they got before Royal Oak. They got Beaconsfield Town under 18s before they play Royal Oak. So the last team that we are playing in this episode is AFC United, and their results as follows are a 1-0 loss to Oulton United. Then they had a 4-1 win against Beaconsfield. Beaconsfield Town under-18s, winning 4-1, and then they drew 3-3 to AFC Oldington Reserves, and then lost 3-1 to Royal Oak, and then got Great Yarmouth Town under-18s as their final game in September, and then they will play Bohemian Reserves before they play Royal Oak. So, hope you guys will enjoy this episode as much as I will, and we will be getting into some gameplay. So the first sorry about that. Sorry about that bit in the video. If it sounds like I was getting annoyed at something, it's just my dog was going through my bin, so I had to kind of tell her off. But back to the video. So give me a second. So let's get into the first match, but before we do that, we'll talk a bit about the squad. So, as you might know from the last episode, which I will recommend to go and watch back, to go and watch episode 3, 2 and 1, so you guys are all caught up, and I recommend that for every video, so I'm going to say that now, recommend it for every video, to go and watch them back, so that you're caught up, and I'm not going to have to repeat myself in every video, but I might do that later down the line. So once I've got about 10 episodes in, I'll start making a playlist so that it's easy for you guys to go in and find the videos. You're not scrolling too far back to get the video, and it'll all be in a playlist. But I'll just need to figure out how to create that. Once I've done that, then we will create the playlist of all the videos from this series. So, going back to Ashley Harris, who has played one game and he got a 6.4 match rating in that game for us, which I wouldn't say was the greatest debut, but we'll give him another shot. And yeah, so we'll give him another shot, and hopefully it goes well in the next game. But the players that I think who have done well are some of our greyed out players, but Mema has done really well as well, getting a goal and 3 assists in 4 appearances. So he's been a good acquisition and a good signing. Daniel Braithwaite, he's got 1 goal and he's got 1 man of the match performance and averaging a 7.07 match rating in 4 appearances, which is really good. And this is from someone who started their career at Watford in their academy in the Championship, but did have a spell in the academy whilst we were in the Premier League and in the Championship, and then left in 2001 and 2002 season to get more first team action, and now finds himself at Royal Oak. And then James Matthew, let's have a look, see how James Matthew got on. James Matthews averaging a 6.75 match rating in 4 appearances. So hopefully he could do really, really well and improve on those match ratings in the month of October. So our next game will be up against ninth in the table. But will they be ninth in the table? Once we get to that fixture date, we will have to wait and see. So league table, as it looks, coming to the end of September. We'll have a quick look. This is what it looks like after Royal Oak have played all their games. So we top the table with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 11 goals scored, and 6 goals conceded. So we conceded the joint second lowest amount of goals, but we scored the joint highest amount of goals alongside AFC Olenton reserves. So we got a 5 goal difference, the best goal difference in the league, and we got ourselves 10 points. So we've got very, very good form. But yeah, so we're one of the best goal scoring teams and the second best defensive team in the league. So not bad record. So if the team in second could then start to concede more goals, then potentially we could take top spot for being the best defensive team in the league. But we're not here worrying about those records as of yet. So, we got some games being played on the 30th of September. So you got Bohemian Reserves versus AFC Olenton Reserves. And then you got Great Yarmouth Town under 18s versus AFC United. And then you got Olenton United versus United. And then on the 1st of October, on the Sunday, you got Beckersellis Town under 18s versus Pakefield Dynamos. So let's see how the games go, and then we'll review the table at the end of the month, just to see if anybody has moved, if anybody's gone up, or anybody going down the table. So we got 14 days until our next game, which is quite a big gap, but that does help some of our veteran players, e.g. Daniel Brathwaite. So it does help him to recover. At his age, he will need that recovery. And yeah, so Daniel Brathwaite breaks the oldest ever goal scoring record in the league at the age of 41 years old, 348 days. The days are very important, because if someone is older than him, let's just say 350 days, 41 years old, they break the oldest goal scoring record. So the days do matter of helping out with this record as well. They don't just look at the year, they look at the days. The amount of days after their birthday does really help. Because someone could just turn 42 and scored a goal. But if someone else who's 42 and 10 days scored a goal, the 42-year-old in 10 days is going to get the record because he's 10 days older. So, Bohemian Reserves take top spot due to their 7-3 win against AFC Olenton Reserves. Great Yarmouth Town move up to third in the table with a 5-3 win against AFC United. And then Olenton United lose to United 1-0, and United move up to 5th in the table. So the teams that have gone down in the table are Olenton United down to 4th, Hawthorn Reserves down to 6th, AFC United down to 7th, and AFC Oldington Reserves down to 8th in the table. We are still in the automatic promotion spot, and one of the few teams to still be undefeated, alongside Bohemian Reserves, who have won absolutely every single game so far this season. So further ado, we will get to our game against Pakefield Dynamos. So I have high hopes for this month, and I have high hopes that we can beat the likes of Pakefield Dynamos, the likes of United, and the likes of AFC United. It's going to bring a challenge because I don't think we played Pakefield Dynamos or United yet this season. So that's going to be very, very interesting. So it is the first day of the month, and as a lot of FMers and Football Manager players will know, is that the first day of the month sometimes can be one of the longest days to sim. So yeah. So important dates are the 14th of October, the 21st of October, and the 25th of October. As you can see here, Daniel Brathwaite will be declining. He has shown early signs that he may be declining as a footballer over the last 2 months. Is past his peak, has performed okay in training lately, and has been putting in good efforts. So he's going down in acceleration and pace, his stamina is going down, his strength is going down. Well, it's going on a downward spiral due to the arrows, looking like he's declining in those stats. I swear he had 5 acceleration last time I checked. Dribbling is at 3, which I'm not too worried about. At least his marking's not really changed. At least some of his stats haven't changed at all. Like his aggression, his bravery, his determination, his teamwork, his work rate, his jumping reach, his natural fitness hasn't really been declining. So that's really, really good. He could have played 2 levels above us, but decided to join the lowest we could go in the database, which I was grateful for. And playing as a centre-back will really help because he won't have to probably use his pace as much as he probably would have done as a fullback. So that does help. So we've got Pakefield away to Beckersellis Town under 18s, and it is the battle of the bottom 2. So can Beckersellis under 18s push themselves away from the bottom of the table? As you can see, as we are the lowest we can be, there isn't relegation, and Pakefield jump up to 7th in the table with a massive 5-2 away win. And having a player scoring a hat-trick who scored 2 goals in the first half, and then in the second half Pakefield Dynamo scored 3 goals, while Beckersellis Town under 18s scored 2 goals. So we did have a late goal in the 93rd minute, but the game was already won by then at the 82nd minute. So we got to play Pakefield next, and they are 7th in the table. So my monthly board review, I've got a C+. Because we're not doing our transfers, so we don't really have a rating for the transfers. So for club vision and culture, the board are satisfied with the progress made towards realising the club vision. So we got a C on that. A C, the board are providing judgment until a few matches have been played. So we got a C on the matches, B plus on the tactic, which isn't wing play, so I don't know why it's saying wing play, because it isn't. And then we got a C on the squad, and the notable highlight and criticism, we got they are fairly pleased with the number of goals scored while using wing play. We're not using wing play, we're using Route 1 football. And then they're pleased with the 3-1 Lowestoft and Districts League Division 3 win versus AFC United, and pleased with the 2-0 Lowestoft and Districts League Division 3 win versus Hawthorn United Reserves. And then pretty much the same with the supporters, pretty much given the same rating and the same notable highlights and criticism, so nothing new to report there. Hopefully more signings will get made as well, because we're still looking for a few more players to be signed. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, this first season will probably feature a lot of gameplay. There won't really probably be need for much to talk about unless we're reviewing league tables, talking about signings, and talking about the clubs that we are playing and their previous results leading up to our game against them. So we'll have a lot of gameplay. We're having 3 games today. Hopefully we can cover all of them, because once we simmed the 14 days, we don't have a bigger of a gap until we play United after playing Pakefield Dynamos. It's just getting through those big gaps. Once we can get past simming those big gaps, then we'll be alright, and we'll be simming through a lot quicker. But these gaps are good because they help with recovery, but hopefully it won't impact our results going into the next game. If I feel like it is impacting our results, then I will include team bonding sessions in the big gaps. So when you've got 14 days or even more than 7 days until your next game, at least, we will introduce team bonding. And majoritarily I would do the team bonding a day before a weekend where we don't have any football. So we'll see how this gap between the game does for this month, and then next month we might consider the team bonding sessions. So yeah, so make sure you guys are commenting, because I would like to know your thoughts on the series and about the team that we are managing. If anyone knows any facts about Royal Oak from the Lowestoft and Districts League Division 3, then please type in your comments and I will read them out in the next episode. But make sure to keep them PG, because if they're not PG comments, then I won't be reading them out and that they will get deleted. Well, they won't technically get deleted, but they just won't be read out at all. So if you want your comments to be read out, make sure they are PG. Ooh, so we've got a player here that's been scouted called James Thompson. Have we already made a bid on him? Yeah, we already seem to made a bid on James Thompson. Hopefully he can be signed. He's a centre back who has played for teams in Scotland and Wales. So hopefully he can come down to amateur football and join Royal Oak. And that'll be a great acquisition to join in defence. Which he'll make his debut probably off the bench if he does sign ahead of the Pakefield Dynamos game, because I don't really want to shift Daniel Breathwaite out to the fullback position, because I feel that he'll be better suited for the centre back role at his age than running up and down the line. As his pace is declining, he won't be able to get past defenders as quick as he used to, so it won't be useful to have him overlapping. And that's kind of what I want with my fullbacks. And it looks like one of my favourite teams has just sacked a manager in the save. So Ismail has been sacked. Unlike in real life, Tom Cleverley got put in temporary charge before he actually took over in real life. So hopefully Tom Cleverley can turn things around and then get the job permanently like he did in real life. So we got 6 days until our game. 2nd versus 7th. I feel quite confident, but at the same time I do feel we might concede a lot of goals due to Pakefield Dynamos winning 5-2 or 5-3 or whatever it was last time out. They can score goals. So hopefully we don't concede 5 against Pakefield Dynamos, because that would be embarrassing. So unfortunately guys, James Thompson didn't decide to join Royal Oak, but instead he decided to join Wigginton Grasshoppers, who must also be an amateur team. Yep, also an amateur team, who was sat 8th in the York League Premier Division, which is level 11, and that is the highest amateur level. So if they were to get promoted from this league, they can become a semi-professional team. So I'm guessing he likes the prospect of that, and it doesn't mean he has many leagues to climb until he becomes semi-professional. So our game is approaching very, very soon. So hopefully we do win that game and continue our good form. And plus, with a few more signings in pretty much most positions, I think we probably need to look at getting right backs, left backs, getting our right central midfielder, left central midfielder, and also getting our two strikers would be helpful as well. So yeah, also let me know, guys, your thoughts on the thumbnails, because I would like some feedback on the thumbnails as well, so make sure to comment that as well. So for any of you who don't know about the thumbnail, back to the thumbnail, any of you didn't know that the park you see in the background is the home of Royal Oak and several other teams as well. So it's kind of like shared between several teams. So yeah, so that's a bit about the thumbnail. So yeah, so also from the 21st of March, I'll make sure there's a video out on the 21st of March, but from the 21st of March onwards, I won't be able to film for about possibly a week, because I'm going to be visiting my auntie. But I did make a post about that, so yeah. So I will keep you guys updated by a post on anything, if there's anything new or anything up and coming, or for any reason why I can't post. So within our episodes, we also do every press conference that we have. We will go through them, as well as doing every single match day as well. But that will be particularly for the amateur level. We will definitely do every press conference, every match day, and talk about every single signing one by one. But if we get into semi-professional, once we're playing more and more matches in a month, then we might decide what matches we do on camera and what matches we do off camera, potentially. But I like the idea of playing every single match at the moment, so it doesn't look like we have to do a press conference for that game. So the games that were played on the Friday, the day before we play, are Hawthorn's reserves beat Great Yarmouth Town under 18s 5-1. And United drew 2-2 to Beckersellis Town under 18, and Beckersellis Town have got their first points of the season. So it is game day. So unfortunately we are not the top billing and not the game or the top clash to look out for. That goes to Arlington United versus Bohemian Reserves, because that is 4th versus 1st, and our game is Pakefield Dynamos in 7th versus Royal Oak in 2nd. So the big clash is Arlington United versus Bohemian Reserves. So that is the top clash, and Arlington United are 4th and Bohemian Reserves are 1st. And unfortunately, Royal Oak were not the top clash. We're in 2nd, away to 7th, which is Pakefield Dynamos. So the top clash is Arlington United versus Bohemian Reserves, and Arlington are 4th, Bohemian Reserves are 1st, and in 7th you got Pakefield Dynamos versus Royal Oak. So now we're going to get to the game, get to the time of the game, and then we'll be going through the lineup. And then after we've gone through the lineup, we will get to kickoff. So we got 2 inboxes. Oh, so we're making an offer for a 19-year-old right back. 19-year-old is Irish. He's currently on trial at Wellington, who are in the semi-professional leagues, which is county leagues. Not sure what level that is of the English football, but he has previously been at Shelbourne in their academy in the Irish Premier Division. So hopefully he can be a good signing. But he's got bids from so many teams here, and he's wanted by 33 clubs. So hopefully we can sign him. Okay, it's looking like we've got what you would say duplicates of players. Hopefully we can go out and get a very, very positive result. Natalie Maybury has said Breathwaite's about to show everybody why he's so good. And then Eliza Newton has said even I'm struggling to pick a hole in this team. Looking forward to this. So let's do hands in pockets. Okay, I want you to pick up where you left off last time. So that motivated Mema, and that inspired Daniel Breathwaite. And then defence, pump fist, to trust you to make a difference. That made James Matthews look happy. And then Breathwaite now seems pleased. Now midfield, we'll do the exact same thing for midfield. And Mema looks happy. And now pump fist. And we'll do the same for the strikers. So Pakefield Dynamo's record is a loss, draw, win. And for Royal Oak it's draw, win, win, win. So second in the table, can we go top of the league? But that all depends on the result from top of the league. So we're in our red kit and Pakefield Dynamos are in the blue. So we're having to defend here at the early stages. Hopefully we don't concede an early goal. Phew, they put their shot wide and Pakefield Dynamos did not manage to score in this early stages. Oh, what a free kick by Ashley Harris. Not even 3 minutes have been played and we are 1-0 up. What a free kick. Not even the goalkeeper could save that. In off the post. And it is 1-0 Royal Oak. So Gannon's on the ball, gives it to Matthews. Matthews to Crawford. What can Crawford do here? Plays it over to Mema. Mema back to Crawford to Gannon. What can Gannon do here? Gannon plays a long ball, but it's been cleared by Pakefield Dynamos. And Mema was trying to win the ball back, but unfortunately Pakefield Dynamos come away with it. Oh, this lovely passing from Pakefield Dynamos. A lovely through ball, but a brilliant save there by the keeper, and it's out for a Pakefield Dynamos corner. So we're doing really, really well in this first half. We are currently gone at top of the league as things stand, and we have conceded from the corner. And Pakefield Dynamos get themselves a goal back. So we're going to encourage the lads to try and get themselves a second goal, which hopefully we're able to do. So we dropped back to second in the table. So Knightley, Sam Knightley over to Mema. Mema with the ball in. Can Harris win the header? Fortunately not, but the ball falls back to Mema. Oh, Mema to Crawford. Crawford goes for goal. And Colin Crawford top bins. No keeper was stopping that. I don't even think Manuel Neuer would have stopped that. But I haven't seen Manuel Neuer up against an amateur player. But sarcastically, I don't think Manuel Neuer would have saved that. So that's our second shot, and our second shot on target compared to Pakefield Dynamos, who had 5 shots, 3 on target, and only the 1 goal to show for it. Whilst we have 2 goals to show for our 2 shots. So we're being more clinical on in front of goal. Every single one of our shots so far has gone on target. Just as I say that, we finally had our first shot off target. So Hayball's on the ball here now. Hayball gives it to Knightley. What can Knightley do here? Knightley plays it over to Breathwaite. Breathwaite plays it to Crawford. Crawford plays it through to Mema. Can Mema make it 3-1? Mema makes it 3-1. And what an assist for Colin Crawford as he slots it through to Mema. And all that Mema had to do was slot it in the back of the net. And that's what Mema does best. And this is fantastic from Royal Oak. So now we can praise for being 3-1 up and looking a little bit more confident on getting this win. So Mema set up Crawford and Crawford repaid him with an assist to Mema. Hands on hips, very happy the way things are going. Keep it up, lads. Defence, go Pumphy. You aren't that bad, but you can still improve. We'll say the same to the midfield. And same to the attackers. And we will make a sub at some point in this second half, but I'm just not sure when. So when I feel like making the sub, I will make the sub. Lentel over to Harris. Harris to Lentel. Crawford to Hayball. So we've had Pakefield Dynamos have had 7 shots and Royal Oak have had 7 shots, and both teams have had 4 on target, and we've had not the better XG, but we have taken our chances very, very well. And we're going to be making our first substitution, and it's going to be Lentel to come off. I think it's going to be... let's have a look. Yep, it's going to be Lentel to come off. And then do we have anybody that can play up front? On the bench. Actually, Ashley Harris can replace Derry John Reedhurd. And then we can put a left mid on as well. So we made 2 substitutions. And hopefully they can pay off. So Gary Bryan and Keelan Cotter are both on. So can we clear this? Brilliant. Not well defended, but it was good that the ball went over the bar. So we're going to praise the lads for still being 3-1 up. We are going to make another sub. And we're going to put Gannon in Matthew's place. And then James Matthew can come off for Snowden, the right back. So a centre back off for a right back. And then we moved the current right back into centre back, because he can also play centre back. Hayball, lovely from Hayball. Lovely ball over to Knightley. But unfortunately Knightley wasn't able to control the ball there. And Pakefield Dynamos come away with the ball. and shot went wide and it ended up as a goal kick. So final actions of the game. Can we clear? Well, Bumbo was offside, so it was a free kick to Royal Oak, but full-time whistle is blown and Royal Oak aren't able to take the free kick, but it ends Pakefield Dynamos 1, Royal Oak 3, with all goals coming in the first half. So there was really nothing to shout about in terms of goals in the second half, but the first half had everything, had all the action. As Holly Watkins said, we could have had 99 possession today and still managed to lose that. Where are people going to stop obsessing over pointless stats? That's what we paid our money for, pure entertainment. And then someone else, that was Wilf, who said about the entertainment, and then this guy with the last name Nelson said we were brilliant in front of goal today, superb finishing. So we are second in the table due to Bohemian Reserves winning 3-1. So we weren't able to go top of the league. So we got a press conference. So we're speaking to the Blizzard. The rich vein of form is seamlessly never ending. How long do you see this run continuing? It's important to remain focused on the next match and nothing more. We'll take things one match at a time and do our best to win as often as possible. Pundits are suggesting that the players will suffer from overconfidence, so do you fear that could be a problem? I don't think this is to discuss my players' mental state. Was Ashley Harris' goal crucial in your view to how the match pan out from then on? There on in. It was a really important moment. We were able to then settle into the game and play on our own terms. The fans would love to hear what you made of Colin Crawford's goal. Wasn't it one for the highlight reel? I'll never forget it as long as I am in football. Are you pleased with the way Mehmet played? He's got that in his locker, and it's reassuring as a manager to know we have a player like that. Are you able to offer any insight into the reason behind your current tactical approach? It suits us, it suits my preference, and it makes complete sense. What attributes does Mehmet possess to make him effective out wide, even if it might only be a temporary measure? Malindo has a good mix of talent that helps make him one of the first names on the team sheet, and will be the only if he does as well out wide as I expect him to do. Thank you, Terry House, for the questions. So we make it 5 unbeaten. So that is brilliant. Imagine we go unbeaten all season and still somehow finish second. That would be some story if we can go unbeaten at least. But then finishing second instead of top of the league would also add to the story as well. So once we get to our next game, then we have a 4-day break until the final game of the month. So we have about less than a week to sim, and then we'll play United, and then in between United and the AFC United game is 4 days. So hopefully after the United game, even though we have a 4-day turnaround until our next game, hopefully the players can get a bit of rest between the Pakefield Dynamos game and the United game, and also get at least a day's rest ahead of the AFC United game. Because the rest is going to be very, very important to our team if we are to keep up this momentum. So possible good news is that we will, I think, get all the games fitted in today's episode, so that's good news. So there might be future seasons where I might have to split up the month into 2 parts so that we're able to fit the games in, but at the moment we've been able to fit every game in so far. Because I didn't quite plan it through with the other month of September, so our 3rd episode is a little bit longer than normal, but this 4th episode should be in the time limit that I set for our videos, and if I have to, I'll make sure I don't go over 2 hours. So yeah, and also to quickly remind you guys, is that my videos will be premiered at 6 PM UK time on a Monday and 6 PM UK time on a Friday as well. So Becker Sellerstown under 18s are facing Erlington United on the Friday the 20th of October. So will Beckersel's under under 18s get themselves their first win of the season? Or will Oldington United get themselves up to third in the table? And Oldington United win 4-2, with most of the goals. There's about 4 goals that came in the first half and 2 that came in the second half. So yeah. So also, guys, also put in the comments on if you want me to manage any other non-league teams that are in the level 20 database, or if you want my level 20 save only to be Royal Oak. And then potentially I could go and manage elsewhere in other countries, but I won't start other saves until I'm probably about 3 or 4 seasons in. And we missed out on a right back who decided to join Natwich and will be earning £90 per week. And Natwich play in the Northern Premier League Division 1 West, which is a regional first division. And where were they? Natwich are 7th and about 2 points behind playoffs. So fortunately, he decided to go off and earn some money instead of wanting to be in the amateur football league. Actually, let's go and make a team change if we can. Snowden can go on. And Gannon can come on for Matthews, as Matthews didn't do so great last time out. So Matthews can come off the bench. So Damien, I said perfect. And Aaron said glad to see Braithwaite starting today. He fits this team like a glove. So you can see our record, basically unbeaten, with our last 4 games being wins and one of our games being a draw in our last 5. So everybody's played 5 bar Oldington and Beckersell Town, who have played 6. So Braithwaite's on the ball for Royal Oak. as he plays it into the middle to Crawford. Crawford plays it back to Braithwaite. And highlight ends there, supposedly, for some reason. So when I say I won't do any other saves until about 4 seasons in, I'm on about Football Manager here, not EAFC, because I can start EAFC at any time, but I would like to at least do 1 or 2 seasons of the Football Manager at least before I start EAFC content, and then we will chop and change. One video will be EAFC, one video will be Football Manager, for example. So it's an own goal from United. So United are on the attack. United go for goal, but it's gone wide. So they've had 2 shots and we have had 0. Due to it apparently being an own goal, it doesn't really count as a shot, because I think it got deflected, so I think the shot might have not gone on target. Can we get to that ball? Yes, we do. Well done, Aisbell. Well done, Harris. The keeper goes long. Will Mema get to that? But the ball's been cleared. Only as far as Lang. To Bulldog Smith. And Mema with the interception. Has come away with the ball here. What can Mema do here? Mema surging into the box, but finds Lentel, who finds Knightley, and Knightley goes for goal. Sam Knightley puts Royal Oak 2-0 up. And what a season we're having so far. Nobody can seem to be stopping us at the moment. And we find a second goal. Mema with the corner. What can Mema do here? Mema whips in the corner. Harris. Knightley. Blocked as far as Gannon. Gannon over to Crawford. And highlight ends there. So we're on the exact same goal difference as Bohemian reserves at the moment. Hopefully things can change. Lentel over to Harris. Harris back to Braithwaite. What's Braithwaite going to do here? Plays the ball over to Knightley. Knightley with the ball over to Mema. And Mema puts his shot wide. Or was it blocked? Because it seems to be a corner to Royal Oak. Royal Oak with the corner in. And the ball has gone as far as Mema. Mema with the ball over, and a comfortable save by Obby. Obby's on the ball now. So we're going to praise for being 2-0 up. So, United have got themselves a corner with Lang. Lang with the ball in. Oh no, Lang's got the ball back. Lang with the shot, but it was blocked by Gannon. Well done, Lentel. Can Knightley get to that ball before it goes out? Knightley's able to get to it. And what's Knightley going to do? He squares it over to Mema. Now Mema's going to take his man on and go down line, which he is very, very good at. Ball whipped in, and it's out for a corner. So Harris on the corner as he whips it in. And it's a foul. And there was a foul on Braithwaite. Braithwaite's going to step up. And will he get his second goal of the season at the age of 41 and 300 something days? And Daniel Braithwaite gets himself a second penalty goal. So we're coming up to half time and it is 3-0 courtesy of a Braithwaite penalty. So it's half time. Going to go into the dressing room and talk to the players. So we're going to go with the hands on hips, say I'm pleased we're creating a lot of chances, but the scoreboard reflects that. I'm going to go with defence. I'm going to go with hands in pockets. Your defensive performance work. I'm going to say something like you're very happy with your solid defensive work. Going to go hands together. Keep going. I know you're bossing midfield out there and I'm proud of you. Attackers. Gonna go with pump fist and get you on that bar, but you can still believe you can improve. So second half of the game against United. And will it stay 3-0 or will United get consolation goals? So McCall over to Leng. Leng. What can Leng do here? Leng plays it over to his teammate. Plays the ball over. And unfortunately, they do not keep the ball. And Royal Oak are coming away with a counter-attack. Ball finds its way to Mema. And unfortunately, the highlights cut. But highlights back for a United corner. The score is currently still 3-0. Leng with the shot, but it's gone over the bar. So we're about 3 minutes into the second half, and it looks like it's been all United so far in this second half. Oh, brilliant by the keeper. What a save. So what's Len going to do here? Gives it to Amas. Amas. And what a goal from United. Didn't quite see that myself for a second. So, we're probably going to make our first sub. And I'll probably have Crawford and Mema come off. Because I don't think they've done well today. So in the 60th minute, we'll make a double change. Gone past the time I said I was going to make the first sub, but we're still making those subs. It'll be Crawford, and then Mema to come off, and Ryan Coleman can come on for Mema. So Snowden gives it over to Coleman. What can Coleman do here? Gives it back to Snowden. Snowden with the ball in. Harris! Harris wasn't able to guide his header on target, so it's gone over the bar, which is a bit unfortunate. So I think I'm going to bring Harris off. So the sub we're going to be making is Cotter for Ashley Harris. Hopefully in this last 10 minutes after United just scored, hopefully we can get ourselves a 4th goal. Don't know what was going on there. Nobody was marking up the man, and unfortunately it is left in with a free header. It's looking like it could be 3-3. Can we get this cleared? Well done, keeper. Oh, keeper fumbled. Keeper fumbled, and now it's 3-3. Come on, lads. Should be winning this, lads. Come on. Hable. Over to Cotter. Ball in. Coleman. And Ryan Coleman with a late goal just before the added time, which is going to be 5 minutes, has scored the 4th goal for Royal Oak. And will that be the winning goal? I really, really hope so. Let's praise the team. Now, can we defend? I really hope we can. We're into the added time. Hopefully we can defend here. Brilliant save for the keeper. Brilliant save. That's massive. That is a massive save. Come on, lads. Clear it. Oh, he's kept it on. Go. Go, keeper's out. Go. Play the ball. Go on, Knightley. Turn your man, Knightley. Coleman, play the ball. Play it forward, Coleman. Oh, he plays it backwards instead to Snowden. Snowden to Coleman. Coleman, get out there. Over to Lentel. Lentel to Knightley. This is brilliant. Can Knightley get it out wide to Cotter? Go on, Cotter. Cotter. Oh, Cotter with the cross. Blocked and out for Royal Oaks corner, which will be taken by Daniel Braithwaite. And Daniel Braithwaite doing a bit of time wasting here, but will that help us get us a goal or seal the victory? So United are on the ball here as they plays it to McCool, to Clare, to McCool, to Magwood. Magwood plays it over to Varkaz. Lentel wins the ball back. Goes to Knightley. Knightley plays it to Rodenherd. And it's a free kick, and Rodenherd was offside. So we got about a minute left to play. Will the full-time whistle come? With Snowden with the throw-in over to Coleman. Snowden. And it was offside, and it's a free kick to United. And will United have time to take the free kick? No, they don't. And we get the win. Come on, lads. Come on, Royal Oak. Fantastic win, and what a comeback. From being 3-0 up at half time to then in the 82nd minute being 3-3, and Ryan Coleman came up with a late goal and puts us 4-3 up, and that's how the game ended. So outstretched arms. You defend actually point fingers. I'm not happy with defensive work. Outstretched arms. You give what you asked for to play an unfamiliar role. Attackers outstretched arms. I'm very happy with your efforts in the final third. So fantastic results from the lads. We've got one more game to play, and let's see what everybody has said about the game. Totally forgot that we were playing today. Sounds like I missed a decent result. Mackenzie said, that's what having clinical finishers can do for a team. Great result. And Edward Oldham said, don't think there's anything else on the planet as entertaining as a match like that. Brilliant to watch today. And I will, at the end of the episode, after the AFC United game, I will talk about attendance. So attend press conference from Spot TV News. Royal Oak has scored a high portion of their goal operating from crosses this season. Can you offer any insight as to why it's proven to be such an effective meaning of scoring? It's been very pleased with work being done on the training ground to improve our crosses, and players are deservedly repeat the reward right now. It's been widely noted that Memo has been spending a considerable amount of time out of position. Is that a temporary switch or something more permanent? Looking at the score, it's a bare bone territory right now, and it means sticking in the current course to see if something positive happens. Then that's what I will do. Thank you for your interview. So that is 5 straight wins now. Can we make it 6 straight wins in the next game? So we'll just be a little over 1 hour 30 minutes. But hopefully you guys are enjoying every minute of it and enjoying every match. And also put down who your favourite player is, even if your favourite player is a greyed out player. So you can put down a short-term favourite player or a favourite player that you're going to have for the rest of the season. But don't forget, new players will join at some point during the future. So choose wisely when it comes to who's your favourite player. So quickly we will talk about the attendance. So for the Pakefield game, we had 28 away fans who turned up to watch Royal Oak out of 40 fans in attendance. And then we had 33 in attendance, so that is 11 home fans and 22 away fans for United. And then we are at home again against AFC United. Hopefully we can have a good crowd and get 40 and above. Oh, so we've got some inboxes here. An offer has been made for Josh Johnston, who can play ACM, left mid or right mid. And he has previously played for a team in Wales called Mottray Sport. And he is 30 years old. So maybe he could be a starter or a backup. The Great Yarmouth Town under 18s are playing Pakefield Dynamos. And I'm predicting that Pakefield Dynamos are going to be beating Great Yarmouth under 18s. And just as I made that prediction, Great Yarmouth Town under 18s win 4-1. With the Baldock Smith brothers scoring, with Aurel Baldock Smith and Sam Baldock Smith scoring. Then you had the Baldock brothers scoring, and unfortunately Pake Dynamos did not get a win, and they are now 9th in the table. So Great Yarmouth Town are up to 3rd. We got a 6-point gap between us and 3rd, 4th and 5th. So we are doing really, really well. So the next episode will be filmed on Monday and will be out Monday, but it might be a little bit later than the 6 p.m. Actually, no. Yes. No. Don't worry. Ignore everything I just said about when next filming. So we would have had a double filming week with filming so I filmed this episode Monday because I wanted to have one of my days off this week to not really film, and if I'm so this is filmed on Monday, and then I'll potentially so we've had double filming, so I would have already filmed episode 5 ahead of Monday's release. So we'll be playing AFC United, and then that will be the end of the episode. So hope you guys will enjoy this last match, and hopefully we can go top of the table. And yes, we've got ourselves another player, Josh Johnson, who will be joining the club. So this is great news. Oh, I didn't see. You could also play central midfield as well. So we'll be playing in probably central midfield for the time being. He can replace Lentel. Hopefully, let's go tactical. Oh, does that mean we got no Lentel then? Now. So Matthews will be thrown back in. So Josh Johnson, he'll be good as an advanced playmaker. I'm going to put him as an advanced playmaker on support. Is what I think I'm going to do. So yeah. So we made a new signing, which is brilliant. So we've got 2 inboxes, and an offer has been made for Jamie Baker up front. So a Welsh striker who will be a year older than the actual manager itself, myself. Because actually, I don't think... let's go... Where is it for manager? Manager profile. So I'm 21 years old. Yeah, he's got to be older. So yeah, we will actually eventually get to my real age in the save. Eventually. At the age of 22. That's how old I am. Actually, I'm getting closer to being 23 actually. So yeah, so Jamie Baker is wanted by AFC Blackpool, Longwell Green and Bagshot. Bagshot Lee. So we pretty much got semi-professional clubs going in for him, as well as an amateur club. So that would be key, so we can have our wingers potentially getting more assists. Unfortunately, so yeah, so as long as we can get under the 2-hour limit, then that's fine. So, Mark Bland has said, nice to see Braithwaite starting today. And then Donnell Baker has said perfect for the lineup. Pump Fist, trust you to make a difference. Pump Fist, to trust you to make a difference in the midfield. And then Pump Fist, to trust you to make a difference up front. So yeah, so our record is really good. We've had 1 draw this season and just basically won every game. And then AFC United have had 1 draw, loss, draw. So a win here today could take us top of the table, and hopefully with a better goal difference if both teams win. I say both teams, I'm on about the team who's top of the league at the moment. So we're playing in our blue at Normanstown Park. So can we give the home crowd something to cheer about? Surprised we're not up against more 4-4-2s. Goal, brilliant Mema. But unfortunately his pass wasn't as great. Balls whipped in. Well cleared by Braithwaite, and Harris kept that in. This is brilliant. Habel. Habel plays it long. Over to Ridenhead, whose header found the AFC United player. So Brown for AFC United slots it through to his teammate. And Snowden can come away with the ball with an interception. Mema plays it to Ridenhead, who plays it to the new signing, Josh Johnson, who plays it out to Harris. What can Harris do here? Harris to Josh Johnson, and Josh Johnson on his debut has bagged himself a goal. What fantastic play there by Harris to pick out John Johnson, and what lovely run by John Johnson to get into space. And it is 1-0. Ball's been cleared to Harris. Harris to Habel. Habel plays it short to Braithwaite, who's going to dribble a little bit but finds Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson is surging forward. Who is he going to pick out? He picks out Mema. Oh, Mema with a good looping ball over to Harris. Harris plays it to Knightley, and Knightley's shot has been saved by the keeper and out for a corner. Harris is going to take the corner. He whips the corner in, but the corner's been cleared only as far as Knightley. Knightley plays the ball in, but the ball's been cleared and out for a Royal Oak throw-in. So Mema's on the ball, gives it to Crawford. Crawford plays it to Josh Johnson, who plays it to Knightley, but Knightley loses out on the ball. So now Graham for the opposition, and Weller. Van Roy, who's been intercepted by Josh Johnson, who gives it to Ridenhead. Ridenhead plays it out to Mema with a short ball. What can Mema do here? Mema crosses it. Sam Knightley pokes it home, and it is 2-0 Royal Oak. It's a lovely play from Royal Oak. Oh, the ball's been played out to the edge of the box with the corner. Graham's shot has been saved nicely by the keeper, and it's been turned away for a AFC United corner. Go on, Crawford. Plays the ball out, but it's been intercepted by Singleton, and Singleton puts it wide for AFC United. Brilliant by Matthews as he headers the ball to Ashley Harris. Oh, Ashley Harris skips past his man, plays it to Knightley. Oh, Knightley plays it back to Ashley Harris. Ashley Harris with the finish, and a brilliant save by Lallana in goal for AFC United. Come on, Ashley Harris. What can Ashley Harris do here? Ashley Harris whips the ball in, but the ball's been cleared by Graham. Only as far as Habel. So we got another throw in. Matthew off at the back of Matthews, and Crawford to Josh Johnson. Josh Johnston. What can Josh Johnson do here? Plays a through ball to Knightley, and Knightley, but Knightley was offside anyway. So it didn't matter if his shot went wide or not. He was offside. So can we get to half time with this lead? Or will we concede before half time? So Ashley Harris whips the ball in. But the ball's been headed by Braithwaite and over the bar for a AFC United goal kick, and that's a free kick to AFC United, which has been put wide, and we got a free kick now. Mema over to Josh Johnson. Oh, he hit the crossbar, Josh Johnson. To Knightley, to Mema to Crawford, and Crawford's gone all the way back to Hable to Snowden from right back, tries to find Josh Johnson, but the opposition headers it, and it went as far as Matthews to Josh, and he played it short to Josh Johnson, who's played it to Ashley Harris, and it's been cleared by Burns out for a Royal Oak corner. So Royal Oak whipped the ball in, but it's been cleared only as far as Knightley, but Ridenherd played it back to Hable. Braithwaite, lovely work to get to that ball. Plays it to Josh Johnson, who plays it to Hable, who plays it back to Braithwaite, who does a 1-2 with Hable, and plays it to Josh Johnston, who's going to surge forward, who plays it out to Ridenherd, who plays a first time ball over to Knightley. What can Knightley do here? As he plays it short to Harris, who plays it to Josh Johnston. Josh Johnston's going to go for goal, and it's been saved by Lallana. And we got ourselves a corner with Mema. What can Mema do here? As Mema whips the ball into Matthews, and it goes over the bar, and it will be a AFC United goal kick. And the half-time whistle has blown, so we go to the dressing room. We're going to go we're going to go outstretched arms, say we had a lot of shots on target so far. Then we're going to go pump fist, say you want that bad but you can still improve. Want that bad but you can still improve. I have faith in you and you can still improve. So Riding the Head kicks off for Royal Oak as he gives it to Braithwaite. Braithwaite to Josh Johnston. Josh Johnson over to Harris. Harris runs down line. What can Harris do here? Harris whips in the ball to Ridehead, but it's been cleared, and Dronefield can come away with the ball for AFC United. Van Roy to Dronefield. Dronefield is surging forward, but Crawford with a lovely tackle pokes the ball to Snowden, and the highlight ends there. But Burns has got a throw in for AFC United. To Blanchfield, to Brown. Brown short to Weller. Oh, lovely ball into Rube Van Roy, but Rube Van Roy was offside. I really thought that was a good ball and a good header by Rube Van Roy, but unfortunately he was offside, and we got lucky there because we were not defending great in that situation, so we count ourselves lucky. It looks like we got an attendance of 27 in attendance. We're going to praise for being 2-0 up, and we are going to make a change, and it will be Crawford and Snowden to come off. We're going to make the changes now, and Gannon will replace Snowden, and Gary Bryan will replace Crawford. So we got a goal kick here, and it's gone long, and Mema wasn't able to get to the ball, and now Dronefield for AFC United on the ball here as he goes backwards to Burns. Burns is looking to go forward, but instead he goes backwards, and Brown's on the ball, plays over to Knight, but Harris is on the ball here. What can Harris do here? Ashley Harris plays it to Daniel Braithwaite, who plays it to Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson pokes it forward to Knightley. but Knightley's looking to play a long ball to Mema, but unfortunately he's been intercepted. Van Roy gives it to Knight, to Brown. What can Brown do here? Brown goes for goal, and Ryan Brown finds the bottom of the net for AFC United. So our subs have come on with Daraga Gannon and Gary Bryan. So Lallana with the free kick for AFC United, but it's been intercepted by Josh Johnson, and Knightley played it to Ridenherd. Ridenherd plays it over to Mema. What can Mema do here as he finds space? Mema goes for goal, but it's been saved by Lallana. So Harris, what can Harris do here? Ashley Harris with the corner. Ashley Harris whips the corner in, but Matthews over to Ashley Harris. Ashley Harris whips the ball in, but punched away by the goalkeeper, and Dronefield comes away with the ball here. Dronefield plays it long, and highlight was cut out. So Dronefield with the corner for AFC United, plays it out to Knight. Knight to Graham. Oh, what a finish by Renford Graham. And he has levelled things for AFC United. Looking like we're going to make another sub, and it's going to be James Matthews to come off. So we're going to demand more, and Gannon plays it to Mema, to Gannon, over to Harris. Oh, what a finish, what a header. Ashley Harris gets the third goal in the 83rd minute. Beautiful stuff. Can we hold on to our lead? So we are so close to winning this game. Can we keep hold of our lead from Ashley Harris? Lallana for AFC United with the goal kick as we come into the 3rd minute of added time of the 5 minutes that have been added on. Van Roy plays over to Dronefield. Lovely interception from Mema. Bryan plays it to Coleman. Coleman plays it to Ridenherd. He plays it short to Gannon. He plays it long down the line to Mema. Mema takes on his man. Can Mema put in a cross? Mema puts in a cross, but it's been cleared only as far as Coleman. Josh Johnston, can he get his second goal? Josh Johnston on his debut scored a brace, and he's put us 4-2 up. Puts more in the driving seat to win this game now. We can't lose it now. AFC United will need 2 quick goals, which I don't think is going to happen. Brown plays it into the box. Bryan with the clearance. But can we stop Dronefield from getting an assist here? Lovely work from Breathwaite. Full-time whistle at Normanstown Park. And we win 4-2. Fantastic. Well done, good win, lads. Outstretched arms. I'm very happy with the solid defensive work. Very happy with the midfield battle. And very happy with your final third. So, Cliff Driver said, fantastic result. defended well, attacked well, just brilliant all-round performance. Eddie Barron said decent result, decent match, on to the next one now. Royal Oak, John Johnson made a very big impression on his Royal Oak debut. Billy Rufford, quite impressed with John Johnson on his Royal Oak debut, had something about him. Layla Bolton, didn't think John Johnson looked good, to be honest. Marcus Whitehair said, love a player doing well on his debut. Nick Forrester, being able to watch players like Harris is why I love this job. Ken Leon, imagine thinking there are better players out there than Harris. Seth Bolton, I've seen Harris have better games. That's how silly all of this is. And then Kyran O'Neill said, I love Harris. Brilliant game. So, next time out, we will do the post-match press conference about the game against AFC United. We're going to praise Ashley Harris. Player of the week was Ashley Harris. And so, league table, we sit top of the league with 19 points. We haven't lost a game in 7 games. We got a goal difference of 10. We have now, if I can see, we have scored 22 goals. The best in the attack in the division. And we have got the 3rd best defensive record, with Arlington United having the best defensive record. Joint second is Hawthorn and Bohemian Reserves. And then we are in 3rd with only conceding 12 goals. So, next episode, we will be doing November. So we'll be doing Arlington United, Beckersellis Town, under 18s, and then we'll be doing Bohemian Reserves. So yeah, so that's going to be the next episode. So this has been Drewster Gamer FC, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. As always, make sure to like, subscribe and comment. And I'll catch you guys next time.